We welcome in the 1960s with our next musical that tells the story of the meddling matchmaker herself, Mrs. Dolly Gallagher-Levi. Hello, Dolly. Welcome the great Carol Channing back to Broadway after a 4-year absence in 1964. We all remember the title song, obviously, was made famous by Louis Armstrong. It's curious, though, to consider what would have become of Hello, Dolly had producer David Merrick's first choice to direct, Hal Prince, had his way. Hal Prince said, quote, "I didn't care particularly for Hello, Dolly. I couldn't for the life of me see why those waiters were singing how glad they were to have her back where she belonged when she'd never been there in the first place." Now, thankfully, director Gower Champion didn't share the same thought process, and he solidified Hello, Dolly as the show's title song, and an earworm for audiences to take home after a night out the theater, and one of many earworms in a magnificent score. Tonight we have an expert here in the magic of Dolly because he played Cornelius in the 1978 revival. He directed Carol Channing in the 1995 Broadway revival. He went on then to direct countless other Dollys, including Madeline Kahn. That's a Dolly I would love to have seen. And he became, I believe, the first man sanctioned by Jerry Herman to play Dolly himself. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Roy Reams.
I closed in Lorelei with Carol Channing in 1974 or 5, and after a couple of years, I got a telephone call. Thank you, Michael. "Hello, Leroy. It's Carol Channing," like I didn't know. "I'm doing a revival of Hello, Dolly, and I want you to play Cornelius Hackle. But the director, Lucia Victor, and Jerry Herman don't know you, darling, but it doesn't matter. You got the part." Out there's a world outside of yonder. Way out there beyond this hick town, Barnaby. There's a slick town, Barnaby. Out there, full of shine and full of sparkle. Close your eyes and see it glisten, Barnaby. Listen, Barnaby. Put on your Sunday clothes, there's lots of world out there. Get out the brilliantine and dime cigars. We're gonna find adventure in the evening air. Girls in white and a perfume night where the lights are bright as the stars. Put on your Sunday clothes, we're gonna ride through town in one of those new horse-drawn open cars. We'll see the shows at Delmonico's, and we'll close the town in a whirl, and we won't come home until we've kissed a girl. And Cornelius did do that. He kissed a girl, the beautiful millineress Irene Malloy. And they went to the Harmonia Gardens when he should have been in Yonkers. And his boss was there, Van de Gelder, and he fired him. There was a big brouhaha. They were taken to court. But he discovered something quite wonderful, and he speaks to the court. "Isn't the world full of wonderful things? There I was, cooped up in Yonkers for years and years, and all the time, wonderful people like Mrs. Malloy were walking around in New York. And I didn't know them at all. Of course, I don't know whether you all can see from where you're sitting out there the way her eye and cheek and forehead all kind of come together up here. Can you? I'll tell you one thing, a fine woman is the greatest work of God on earth. Oh, you can talk all you want to about Niagara Falls and the pyramids. They're not in it at all. Of course, I've seen women before, but today I talked to one. And they're so different from men. And they're awfully mysterious, too. I bet you can know a woman for 100 years without being really sure whether she even liked you or not. I've lost so many things today. My job, my future, all the things that people think are important, but I don't care. Even if I have to dig dishes for the rest of my life, I'll be a ditch digger who once had a wonderful day. It only takes a moment for your eyes to meet, and then your heart knows in a moment you will never be alone again. I held her for an instant, but my arms felt sure and strong. It only takes a moment to be loved, a whole life long. And at the end of Act 1, Dolly discovers something wonderful too, as she talks to her deceased husband, Ephraim Levi. Let me go, Ephraim. It's been long enough. For all these years, I put out the cat, locked the door, made myself a little rum toddy. And before I went to bed, I said a prayer, thanking God that I was independent, that no one else's life was mixed up with mine. And then one night, an oak leaf fell out of my Bible. I placed it there the day you asked me to marry you, Ephraim. A perfectly good oak leaf, but without color and without life. And I realized that I was like that leaf. For all these years, I had not shed one tear, nor had I been filled with a wonderful hope that something or other would turn out well. And so, I have decided to rejoin the human race. And Ephraim, I want you to give me away before the parade passes by. I'm gonna go and taste Saturday's highlight before the parade passes by. I'm gonna get some life back into my life. I'm ready to move out in front. I've had enough of just passing by life with the rest of them, with the best of them. I'm gonna hold my head up high, for I've got a goal again. I've got to drive again. I'm gonna feel my heart coming alive again before the parade passes by. Look at that crowd up ahead. Listen and hear that brass harmony growing. Look at that crowd up ahead. Pardon me if my old spirit is showing. All of those lights over there seem to be telling me where I'm going. When the whistles blow and the cymbals crash and the sparklers light the sky, I'm gonna raise the roof, I'm gonna carry on. Give me an old trombone, give me an old baton.